Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be building an event-driven workflow with AWS Lambda and service integration. So the details of what we are going to be doing is that we'll create an S3 bucket that will automatically trigger a Lambda function whenever a new file is uploaded to the bucket. So the Lambda function should respond to events by doing something simple. For example, maybe um, write a message to Cloud Watchlog or send an email using AWS SES to confirm the upload. So let's dive right in. Okay, so we're here. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a bucket. Create a bucket. Come over here and create a bucket. It's going to be a general purpose bucket. So I can call it my we can call it my upload trigger bucket. This looks fine. So we're going to leave ACL disabled, recommended. We're going to block public access setting. We'll leave it blocked, and then every other thing looks fine. Everything looks very fine. So we'll click on create. Okay, buckets with the same name already exist. Oh, okay. So I'll call this S3. Let's see whether that will fly. Oh, so this specific bucket name is already taken too. So maybe we need to add let's see, so let's just call it it needs to be very unique, so I'm not surprised. Okay, so let's say S3 trigger bucket. I don't want it to be too bucket name already exists. So trigger bucket S3, let's see if this one will fly. Oh, still another issue. Okay, S3 bucket upload. Let's see. Taking Okay, so I use pulsing S3 upload bucket. Let's see whether it goes. Let's see whether it's going to create. Great. So it's created our bucket for us. We are good to go. Pulsing S3 upload buckets. Great. So next thing, we're going to IAM row. So we're going to create an IAM row for our Lambda. So we'll go straight to row. We create. So it's going to be under AWS service. We're going to choose Lambda. Click on next, and then we're going to have to choose the permission that we want to give to our Lambda. So you type AWS Lambda. So here we have it, AWS Lambda basic execution rule, which is fine. So while we are here, it's also good to give our AWS SCS, AWS Amazon SCS full access. So we have to give our email notification access, because that's what we're going to use to receive a notification when the Lambda function is triggered. So click on that and go to next. So we can call it our Lambda IAM row. So allows Lambda function to call AWS services on your behalf. This is fine. So for the policy, we're going to be leaving this like that, or better still, there is a policy already created, so we're going to use that. If you need this policy, you can Google it on ChatGTP. So Lambda S3 policy. Click on that. Copy. Okay, sorry, we have to edit first. Next. Oh, sorry. Okay, so apparently our lesson is still checked. Let's go to next. So here we have our two permissions. So we create row. So this is optionally, it's optional. If you want to do this, you can do this. If you don't want to do this, leave it. So we need to allow Lambda to read S3 objects and send SE SES rather. So for us to do that, we need to create an inline policy, which is what I just copied a few minutes ago. So you can go to ChatGTP, tell it to write a policy for you that creates an inline policy that allows Lambda to read S3 objects and send SES. So um, I create policy. So no, sorry about that. Uh, we're not going to be using this. So we'll create JSON. Click on JSON while we're here. So we'll paste our code here, our script. So we need to change the name of the buckets. You understand? So click on this, go and copy the name of our bucket. This is the name of our bucket. We'll copy, come over here, paste. We're going to do the same thing here too. So like I said, this is optional. You can decide to do it or you can decide not to. So we create the policy name. We are going to call it S3 SES policy. And that's great. So we say the description, we say to allow Lambda to read S3 objects objects and send SES. So that's good, that's fine, look good. So we create okay. So that being done, next thing we're going to our Lambda function. Click on Lambda, opens up. So we're going to be creating a function, a Lambda function from scratch. Okay, so we click on create a function, auto from scratch, like I told you. So we're going to name it, let's upload trigger. Well, I'm going to name it um, upload trigger function, or Lambda function. I think this is better. Upload trigger Lambda function. So our runtime, we're going to be choosing Python. So for the permissions, we're going to change different execution rule. So we're using an existing one which we created earlier. So as you see it, Lambda IM rule created at the beginning of the class. So everything looks fine. Upload trigger Lambda function, Python 3.13, and then we use an existing rule. So go ahead and create. So next we are going to be pasting a Python handler into the Lambda console. Once again, you can go to ChatGTP and check. I should create a Python handler for your Lambda function execution rule. So, um, that being said, come here. I already have mine created Python handler. Sorry about that. Click on this copy. So you clear what you have here, and then I'm going to use art. Alright, X this, and then everything looks fine. We deploy. So our code is deployed. Successfully created the function. Successfully updated the function upload trigger lambda. So we'll go to configuration. Next, we have to configure our environment variable. Come here, click on edit, add variable. First one is going to be send, sorry, capital letter, send email. We want it to send email, so we'll put it on true. Next one is going to be email, sorry about that, email from. So I'm going to be using my email address, which is AWS person at awspersoncinedu@gmail.com. Copy that, put it here, come back, then email to same email. So that being said, we have to save, but then we have to go to SES to go and verify this email address. So save. So next we search for SES. Okay, click on that, opening a new link. Okay, so go to identity. We create identity. We use email address, not domain, because that's what we are going to use to validate. Paste our email address here, awsperson@gmail.com. Every other thing looks fine. We create. So the verification is pending. We need to go to our email address to go and verify this. So I'll go back to my email. Okay, so we have it here. Click on this link to verify. Yeah, congratulations, you have successfully verified an email address. You can now start sending emails from this address. So great, our email is verified. Next we go to, let's refresh this. Verified. Great. So the next thing, go back to our S3, our Lambda. Everything looks fine. Everything looks okay. So we're going to add a trigger. We add a trigger via the Lambda console where we are. Click on this. We are adding S3. That's the trigger configuration for S3. And the bucket name. Remember we created our bucket earlier, pausing S3 upload bucket. So click on that. The event type, we leave it at all objects create events. That's the best option right there. For the prefix and the suffix, we just leave it the way it is, and then we acknowledge and then add. Okay, so that's been good. So we have to now go and check the Lambda results in our CloudWatch. How do we do that? We first have to test by uploading a file to our S3. So we'll go to our S3. This is our bucket, right? Which we created earlier. Try to upload the file. So we'll click on add files. Okay, so let's pick this file and then add a JPEG file. Great. So after adding that, what do we do next? We upload. Okay, our file is uploaded. Success. Upload succeeded. So the next thing is to go to our CloudWatch to go and check our logs. Find out if this was logged to show that there's if we got a notification or if there's a log to show that a file was uploaded on our S3. Okay, so click on log groups. Click on Lambda. Okay, great. Okay, so these are files. It was logged at this time. Click on it to check. Okay, great. So as you can see, it uploaded our file. Remember before we selected the JPEG, and it also sent a message to our AWS personchinedu@gmail.com. So let's go confirm whether we got an email address. So go back, check your spam. Great, we got an email address. Shows everything is working. You can see so was the name of the file we uploaded. You can see from our bucket personchinedu posting S3 upload buckets. So we're going to try to upload another file again just to be sure that everything is working fine. So go to our S3 buckets. This time around, close this. Okay, try to upload another file again. We add file. Okay, so let me pick this file, this PDF file, R53 PDF. Great. So let's upload. Oh, so upload succeeded. Fine. So we'll go back to our CloudWatch. Let's resume. Okay, great. So we have a new set. As you can see, our R53 PDF file is here. An email was sent. So let's go confirm from our email once more. Great, we got the email address. Okay, so that's it. Very easy. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to clean up so you don't leave your resources running. See you next time.